Welcome to Weekend Wisdom. Today, we're going to talk about goals-based versus performance-based planning as it pertains to retirement. Which one is better? So sit back, grab your cup of coffee, and let's get started. Hello, this is Loftus from Wealth and Wisdom TV, where education is the key to a successful financial future. First up, don't forget, show more for additional information, links, and also if you find this video of value, please do consider subscribing. So today we're going to talk about goals-based planning versus performance-based, meaning performance in your portfolio, and which one is potentially better for you over the long term. So how did this come about? Well, in the last 18 months, which is common as the market's gone up, there's a lot of expectation for returns and more returns. Last year, I lost a 78-year-old female client.
You're fired!
She didn't think I was being aggressive enough. A couple weeks ago, I had a new potential client come in. What was your performance? 1 year, 3 year, 5 year? I'm not going to answer that, okay? I mean, there's a couple reasons for that, but one, every portfolio is different. We tailor it for the individual. And then you have some people that say, well, I should expect 7 to 10%, right?
Today I want to talk to you guys about the impossible. Making a 7% return or greater every single year.
Well, no, that's kind of a joke. And then, most recently, our buddy Jim Cramer said 10% is the long-term averages.
All the way back to 1928. That's right, before the great stock market crash that preceded the Great Depression, through the end of 2014, the average annual return for the S&P 500, including dividends, is about 10%.
I did a video on that and explaining why he was wrong. I mean, really wrong. So, the bottom line is, we're goals-based. Why? Because we can't predict performance, right? We know if our client is looking for a certain amount of income, then we can adhere to that easier than saying we need to make X every year. And let's take a look at a couple charts. This is 2000 to yesterday, all right when we hit another all-time high. Call this the current era that we're in. And you'll see it, right? We're up 91% over 18 years. That's 5.0109%. All right, and then you look at, say, from 0 to 16, 4.34. If I'm up back the year before, is under 3%. Now, Michael, what if I was lucky enough to get in March of 09? Sure, you're up 296%. You've averaged a whopping 32% a year. But tell me, who did that and who was 100% invested throughout that time? So somewhere, clients and us need to meet and find a medium that we could all agree upon. And the way we start is simple. A simple question. What is your goal? What are your objectives during retirement? And based on that, we can then create and build that plan. Now, I will tell you from being on this side of the table for 8 years, the answer might sound different, but it's identical. I want to be able to take the income I need, live the life I want to live, and whatever's left over, then we can pass it to the kids. Universal. This is pretty much what we hear from most of our clients. So let's talk about building a plan on expectations. Performance-based, you look back at some of those charts, if your goal is to do 10% a year, and we only do 0, or we do worse, minus 30, like we did in 08, what happens to your plan? It blows up. Right? So performance-based is very difficult because none of us can predict the market. Goals-based, on the other hand, when we have goals, when we build a plan, we don't do it at 10, we don't do it at 7, we do it at 4. It's responsible, and it's the right thing to do, and it's a smoother ride over time. And we can't even guarantee that, but I would rather have a lower expectation. Now, here's a sample of a plan. As you can see by the charts, the objectives were met. They were able to take their income, go on vacation, pay their taxes, healthcare, etc. Because at the end of the day, what is a financial plan? Money in, money out, surplus, deficit, and in this case, between growth, pension, Social Security, etc., this couple, they are hypothetical by the way, were able to achieve their goals with a $600,000 portfolio. Everyone's plan is different though, because some have pensions, some don't. One has Social Security, one doesn't. They have X amount of dollars in retirement, whatever the case might be. The other thing you have to keep in mind, a financial plan and goals-based is living and breathing. What do I mean by that? Every year, January, we meet with our clients. We review the past year. So last year, we had a good year like most people. So clients did some extra things, whereas with vacations, cars, new Porsches, whatever the case might be. They took some of that extra money, and then we talked about going forward, 4%. That's the plan for this year and going forward. So at the end of the year, we'll adjust and make changes based on the performance, but we're not going to say we have to get 10% every year, because it's more important and more manageable to be goals-based. So as always, we hope you appreciate this. Going forward, focus on your goals, not just returns. This is Michael Loftus for Wealth and Wisdom TV.